Hello, my name is Oliver Gassner, and we're going to talk about a book that helps teens manage their distractive digital lives and to achieve more and have less stress and more time with their friends. Hallo, dieses Video gibt es gleich auch noch in einer deutschen Version auf diesem Kanal, also wartet's einfach ab. This video will be in English. I just had to make a short mention in German that there's going to be a German version, and also there's going to be a podcast version which I'm recording live. And this is my second attempt to do this. Last time, the first part of this video was quiet in English, but now it seems to work. The book that we are going to talk about. Oh, by the way, we are recording live and uncut, both for the audio and the video version. So if there are any cuffs, and whatever, that's how it's supposed to be. So we're going to talk about this book, Getting Things Done for Teens, following a method from David Allen, written by Mike Williams and Mark Wallace. David Allen doesn't have kids. Mike and Mark have kids or are teachers or both. And this book has been long announced and long in planning. And David Allen has always said that he has the dream of that his methodology and method, getting things done, is going to be taught in schools. And I think this book is a good path towards this goal. Yeah, getting things done for teens. Take control of your life in a distracting world. I really like this subtitle. And isn't this something that we all are striving to do? We all live in a distractive world with lots of communications, with lots of change, and of course, yeah, with lots of distractions. And that's why we would all benefit, I think, from taking control of our life in a distracting world. What's this book about, and how is this book? Now, there's something our podcast listeners cannot see, but I'm just going to open this book for you in some spots, just some random spots, and you will see this book has actually, yeah, some people are wondering, yeah, it has 260 pages. Which teenager is gonna read this? But if you open this book in random pages, our YouTube viewers can see this. Here we have a double page that has a lot of text, but it still has images. But many of those double pages have either only little text, or they have large graphics and so on. Even the end of the book has a summary, a visual summary of the methodology, like this, and there are a lot of visual summaries in the book also. So a lot of these 200+ pages are images that help people to grasp and help the kids to grasp these concepts. How is the book constructed? We have an introduction that introduces two characters, one standing for our neocortex, and one standing for the amygdala. And they represent, there's Cortland, who represents the neocortex, and there is Miggy. Here is Miggy, that represents the amygdala. Cortland is an owl, and Miggy is a monkey, an ape. And they represent both our short-term impulses and our long-term and more constructive paths that or more orderly ways that our brain works. And it is explained in what way getting things done is catering to those different tendencies in the brain, on the long hand, to really sort everything out and to create order, and in the short term to be distracted by impulses. Then after this introduction, we get the introduction to the 5 steps to organize the workflow. Afterwards, we have an introduction. We get the ideas what we call horizons of focus. So how does what I am doing now relate to my larger goals, to my meaning of life, and so on and so on. And also a guideline on how to plan projects. So actually it has the same components as the classic book, Getting Things Done. But there are some changes that are made. Those who are familiar with Getting Things Done will find that in the basic thinking process, we do not have waiting for lists. On the one hand, we do not have context lists. So we don't have lists especially for stuff to do at home, stuff to do at school, stuff to do when downtown, because and also we lack the waiting for lists because the writers of the book have realized in field tests that the kids do not have or most of them do not have use for such components in the system. That's going to be later when their life gets even more complicated. But we have an additional component that is in the part where we do not have to do anything, and that's checklists. Checklists are mentioned in the Getting Things Done book, but they're not really located really in the whole workflow. And here Mike and Mark have located them where we do not have to do anything. So if something comes to mind, next time I'm traveling, I need to pack this or that, then I can't do it on a next action list because I don't know when I'm going to be traveling next time, or I can't put it on the calendar, but I can put it in a checklist so that I don't forget it. So these are two of the differences, or three of the differences. But otherwise, I'd recommend the book both for teens to read. On the one hand, so teens between 13 and 19 will really profit from this book and get their stuff more organized and get a whole lot of time and energy out of this book that they can use for other things, whatever they are, hopefully meaningful things. And but on the other hand, also, if you're familiar with Getting Things Done, and either you want to explain it to younger people, or you are looking at a fresh look towards Getting Things Done, because some of the stuff that is in this book hasn't been explained this way in any of the other books. So maybe it's a good, also a good book for you to go over the Getting Things Done system again, to check it against the system you use right now, and to make some improvements. Yeah, so it's a book with really nice graphic items, especially if you're a visual learner. This will help you a lot. There are some visual elements in the classic book, but not so many. And here you get the whole book in a kind of a manga version. Just you read it from left to right and not from right to left, or from back to cover, but from cover to back. And yeah, that's it. So I'd recommend this book to anyone who wants to get familiar with GTD, maybe also as an entry reading if you don't like to read so much. I think the ebook version only has 150 pages and the visual version has 250 pages. So pick your read. If you want to have a short read, then use this book as an access to the Getting Things Done world. And if what you read here works nice for you, well for you, then maybe go on to the longer book. And of course, as I said, for teens. So recommendation of mine, Getting Things Done for Teens by Mike Williams and Mark Wallace. And yeah, that's it so far. I'd appreciate you recommending this video to others. Share it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to either the YouTube channel Oliver Gassner or to the podcast on ogok.de. I will do occasional English podcasts there. Yeah. So far, so much. May the juice be with you. Live long and prosper. Bye-bye.